What's up, everyone? My name is Ryley, and I would like to welcome you back to the Neuro Squad. Today we will be highlighting a very well-renowned neuroscientist named Monique Mendes. She was the first Black woman to be awarded a Ph.D. in neuroscience at the University of Rochester. Alright, so let's dive into her story. According to a one-on-one interview between Dan Gross and Monique, she was born and raised in Jamaica for the first 14 years of her life. She went to St. Andrew Preparatory School in Jamaica and then went to Immaculate Conception High School in Montclair, New Jersey. In high school, she began to play the violin and can still play today. She said in her interview with Dan Gross that her love for science stemmed from her relationship with her 6th grade teacher, Mrs. Ivy, from St. Andrew Preparatory School. After graduating from Immaculate Conception High School, she went to the University of Florida to pursue a degree in biology. She also worked in a lab, which, according to Camille Gasser's article, Scientists on the Subway, caused her to want to pursue a Ph.D. After college, she became a McNair Scholar at the University of Rochester, where she became the first Black woman at the university to be awarded a Ph.D. in neuroscience. According to Gasser's article, she studied microglia and their ability to recover and repopulate after neural damage. Monique is currently pursuing her postdoctoral research at Mark Schnitzer's lab at Stanford University. In her one-on-one with Dan Gross, Monique explained that her family is very important to her and that everything about it, such as the roots and culture, allowed her to be successful. She elaborated on how they pushed her, encouraged her inquisitiveness, and gave her the confidence to pursue her Ph.D. Also, Monique explained that no one in her family had gone to college, making her a first-generation student. Camille Gasser's article says that Monique would like to one day run her own lab and that she also hopes to increase access to neuroscience within her home country of Jamaica, such as with events like Brain Awareness Week. Monique has made a lot of contributions to neuroscience already, and she is currently working on more. She has also received a lot of awards. According to Christine Thompson, these awards include the Edward Curtis Peck Award for Excellence in Teaching, the Outstanding Student Mentor Award, the McNair Scholarship, the Doty Award of Excellence, and the NIH Diversity Fellowship. One of her biggest contributions to neuroscience was her research in Dr. Ania Majewska's lab on the self-renewal of microglia. According to Monique's website, her dissertation research focused on how molecules such as P2Y12, a molecule that promotes blood clotting, and CX3CR1, a protein that facilitates immune cell adhesion and migration, affect microglial development and maturation. Glial cells, until recently, have not been the focus of much neuroscience research and teaching. Therefore, she is making huge contributions to neuroscience by focusing her research on the development of glial cells. Monique is also very well published, and according to Ogby, she was an author on An Overview of Microglia Ontogeny and the Maturation of the Homeostatic and Pathological Brain, and research continues to rule out brain's immune system as key to fetal alcohol spectrum disorders. The Neuroscience Squad is currently in Neuroscience 175 at UNC Chapel Hill, and Monique's research on the development of microglia directly relates to our unit on glial cells in multiple ways. First, one of our learning objectives was to identify why the focus of neuroscience textbooks was on neurons rather than glia. The answer? Glial cells are just now becoming a focus of research and are therefore not elaborated on as much as neurons are in common neuroscience textbooks. Monique's research focuses on specifically glial cells, and this research highlights how the neuroscience focus has slightly shifted off of neurons and onto glial cells. Second, her research during her dissertation was focused on the development and functioning of microglia. This relates to a learning objective from our glial cell unit that asks us to describe the functions of the main types of glial cells. We learned that microglia are the cleanup crew, or rather the innate immune cells of the central nervous system. They are involved in the immune response, maintenance of homeostasis and structure, and the developmental support of the CNS. Therefore, her research relates to what we have learned in class, as it is focused on how the microglia develop and function as they are influenced by exposure to different molecules. I hope you have all enjoyed learning about Monique Mendes, the first Black woman to receive a Ph.D. in neuroscience from the University of Rochester. We will catch you next week with another BIPOC neuroscientist on the Neuro Squad.